Hello and welcome to my channel. On this video I'm going to show you how to make these simple little gift tag. It's a gift tag pad and you can make it in any kind of shape you want, but what I liked about it is it uses all your scraps. It gives you something to do with all those extra scraps, and I'm going to show you how to make it. It is handy for any other holidays. You can be able to pull one of these off at any point in time. They're all ready for you. I just like it, and I thought it was kind of a cool gift too if you want to send like a little gift tag package as a a birthday, or for anybody, any friends you have that might like that. You can make these into Christmas tags. Have a whole lot of them together as a Christmas tag, which I'll probably do later. So anyways, let's get started. Okay, I don't have my self-healing board. I can't find it, so I got 3 layers of cardboard because I don't want to cut through to my table. So that's what I'm going to do with this. This one was really easy. I just punched a whole bunch of circle, about 1 3/4 inch punch, and then I made holes in them and put them all together. This one is more similar. I'm going to slice it. What I did on this one, I used scissors, and this one's going to be a little thicker and a little bit bigger. So what you do is you take all your scraps, and you're going to obviously have to, this is the short one, so I'm just going to move this out front for now. You're going to find like the smallest one and make sure they can't go any longer than the smallest tag in here. And you're going to actually have to make sure that the angles on one side and the bottom are together, and we're going to keep stacking it together until they're all together, the top and the one left side. Making sure they come all up before we continue on. Like I said, it's not a big deal, but you have to work with it until you get it as even as you can. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I'll put a clamp over here. So I'm going to make sure this is out of the way though. I'm going to move this over. And now this is the part that you're going to take and have a really extremely sharp blade. And we're going to cut through all the levels. If you have one of those cutters, I don't have an industrial cutter. You could use that too to do this. So, and I'm going to make sure there's a little bit shorter right here, paper you can see. So I'm going to have to come in. I'll double check when I cut this down. I might have to do it twice, but because it's more narrow. Let's cut this down. So we're going to go nice and even with the ruler. 1, 2. Just keep cutting it nicely and cutting it till it's all nicely even. Yeah, it looks really good. Looks good to me. And you can see the edges. Now there might be a little section here that if there's something you don't like, you just come back and retrim it, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Alright, and just do a double check. See, there's the narrow paper in here. So that's why I went in, because this yellow was kind of narrow. I'm going to do the same thing. I put the blue up here because I think the blue was the shortest paper in here. Okay. And as you can see when I'm flipping through it, see, look at, I had punched holes in this paper. Yeah, through old scrap. And I don't waste anything because then later on I'll come back and cut butterflies or use a punch to use it up. So I'm trying to not waste anything really. I'm going to slide this up, and we're going to do the same thing on this angle right here. A little more. I always talk about these craft clips. I mean, you get 6 for, I don't know, a couple dollars at the dollar store. I really think if you're just getting into crafting, it's a good idea. I'm going to keep slicing this down. And of course, this pad could be wider if you had like wider paper. Blade. Alright, so I have it looking pretty good. And I think I want to do an angle on this too to make it look like a more of a, I don't know. I like the 2 edges cut off here because it isn't tag. So I'm going to come across and try to match both sides the same. And we're going to do a little corner. Ooh, make sure it doesn't slide, because it just did. Okay. And I'll move this over here. And I've done in other videos, I don't have the top one, we're going to make sure that, let's move this over here because I don't want that sliding either. Another one. And as far as the angle, well, we're just going to match the same angle. Normally I take a piece on this side what I took off and put it here. but I'm gonna just like kind of eyeball it to make it look the same angle. It's pretty close. Let's see what happens. So when you're satisfied the two angles match and it looks good, normally, like I said, I take a piece from one side, but because this was cut, the angles are kind of too small, so, but I would actually use a measuring tape if you want to be really precise. But to me, this looks good, the two angles here. And now the next step, which is the easiest one, is you come across, I have crafting glue. Use a nice glue, a nice strong glue, and you're just going to come across here. I'm going to clip this a little closer up here and just put a thing of glue here right across the top. Alright, and you can actually put a clamp there, just to clamp to keep it closed until it's dry. Alright, looks pretty good. And you're going to do 3 coats of this. So I'm going to do one right now, a nice one. It fills in all the cracks. I'm going to let this dry and then do it about 3 times. And I'll go back to you as soon as it's all dry. But it'll turn out like this on the top here. And then you just can flip through. It's all attached. And when you need one, you just pull it off the tag when you're done with it. Okay, I put 3 coats on this. I was having so much fun. I actually did a butterfly one. And this is about 2.5 inch circle. Alright, so it just dried. I put 3 coats on it. And I was also making like a butterfly one and about a 3-inch circle one, and I'm probably going to make some more. And see, it's all nice together. My suggestion is make sure that, like I said, at the top's even, here's even, and whatever the shortest one and the longest one, that's how you have to cut it to, or it will fall out. Like you might have something slip out like that, one of them slip out if you're not making sure, because see, if it's shorter and it's not to the top, it'll slide out. But otherwise, they're fairly simple to make, and even if one slides out, who cares? You still got a beautiful gift here. So I thought if it wasn't totally, let's say you had some edges you didn't like, this works really well. You just take a nail file and all you got to do is go across all the edges, and it works really nice. I was working with this on this one, and yeah, it came up really nice. Just take all the edges and clean it up. And after that, I came along with my dabber and I inked the edges, so this way when you do pull a tag out, or if you're giving it to somebody, they're all set to pull apart. So I don't know, I love this. I think I'm going to make some more for Christmas too, and I'll have them for I'm always thinking ahead, but I'll have the tags for Christmas or birthdays or whatever. You can design whatever your leftover paper is, put them all together. You have a bunch of birthday ones or generic ones, put that together, put Christmas ones together, and then you're all set for any kind of holiday, and you just have to pull a tag. Or like I said, it's actually a nice gift. You could give it as part of a gift at birthdays, Christmases, or whoever enjoys stuff like that. And see, it all comes out really cool. So that's pretty completes it. I just wanted to show you some of the cards, and here's the round one I did. And look at the see the scrap paper. It's all different things. You've seen me do different projects with all the scrap paper, and they're all in here. And I feel like I didn't waste anything at all. Very little do I waste. It's all there. And well, let's go back to this one again. This one has some cool tags in here, bright ones, and squares. Oh, I love this one here, and this one I love. This is by Eco paper, so it is really cool. This one I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. I'm just gonna ink all the edges, and then these are all done. And I will probably make a couple offline after, because I enjoyed this, and I think they're gonna come in handy. I'm just gonna put this away when I need them, or send them away, like I said. This one's cute too. Let's see how this worked out, because this is the first time I did a butterfly one. And let's see. Look at that. Oh, this is a project I just been working on. You haven't seen this one yet. This is going to be really cool. What I'm going to do with this right here, how I made this design. And this was like scrap on the front of when you buy designer paper, the cover. I took the cover off and it had miniatures of all the different papers. And instead of wasting it, I thought this was kind of cool. You know, the two sections like that, how I did it diagonally across. And just to show you before I get off here, I want to show you, see, so all I got to do is basically pull the tag away and the excess glue, and you have yourself a tag. Just showing you how cool these are. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. My videos for crafting are released on Mondays, and my cooking videos, if you like that too, are released on Wednesdays. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.